Hi internet, I should take off my glasses. As promised, I'm going to do a first impression / review of my HTC One. Tomorrow is our first week anniversary, and I think I'm going to buy cake. So if that doesn't give you an idea of how I'm feeling about the sexy little device, then you are hopeless. For simple. Anyway, so I've got the HTC One. It's only the 32, well, only 32. It's 32 gigabytes in black, because when I went to the store, normally they have in like black, white, and red. Red's not an option where I got it from. White was out of stock. I didn't know if I wanted white or black. I got black. I'm pretty happy I got black. It's sexier than the white. Just saying. Anyway. Ooh. Know something. Anyway, so this sexy thing. I am totally in love with this phone. I've got it on like darkest setting right now. If I turn it on, I just have my screensavers, just pictures that come with the phone, and then I have all my widgets set up. I must say, I love my widgets. How did I do without widgets before this? I'm just going to put it on charge because like I've been using it a lot today. In comparison, I did have the iPhone 5. I am happy I upgraded. I was like, there's nothing wrong, it's an alright phone, but it's not HTC One. And I think I just outgrew Apple. Now I keep going to lock it because this is now an iPod, you know. Keep going to lock it. It's only used as iPod. It's really useful as an iPod. And I must say, something I have noticed, even with headphones in, the sound quality is a lot better with the HTC One than it ever was on the iPhone. I know, crazy, right? It also has Beats, which Beats isn't meant to be that good, although Beats is meant to be good, so I don't know how that works. I think one of the things that did convince me to switch from HTC One to iPhone is the HTC Sync Manager that comes with the phone. It pretty much just rips everything from iTunes Soul and puts it onto your HTC if you want it to. So I don't have all my music on here yet because it is taking me a while to work everything out, because I'm apparently hopeless at these types of things. I'm not. I just haven't had an Android for a long time and I'm too used to my phone going, this is what I'm doing, and I'm like, okay, rather than having options like you do with the HTC. Yeah, I haven't gotten a case for my phone yet. I know. I know, I'm a terrible human being, but how many shits do I give? None? That's what I thought. Damn, how did you know? Okay, why hasn't it added that? Wow, I'm doing things as I'm talking to you. I'm sorry. I am so distracting, aren't I? I'm a terrible person. Fuck this. Anyway, the one thing that did take me a while to work out was how to get videos on there. There are a few things where, with the HTC, I would say if you're not into tech, don't get it. But at the same time, if you're not into tech, get it. I think one of my... Anyway, HTC Manager puts everything out of iTunes, so I've got all my messages and everything that I had on the iPhone, which I think that was the only thing stopping me from upgrading. But yeah, like I have friends at work who have changed onto the HTC One and also are in love with it from the iPhone as well. Some from Samsungs and things. And they love it. That age is ranging from like me in my 20s up to 40s, so it's a pretty good thing. Spread. Ugh. I noticed with my HTC, I don't know, I just like looking at the screen more than I ever did with the iPhone. It could be the size, although I don't think it is. It just seems clearer and sharper, if that makes sense, and the colour's just better. Hiccups. One only hiccup on the zone out in the world. Anyway, I have compared it to my friend's HTC 3. I think it's a 3. You might have, not HTC. Oh my mind, oh damn, Samsung. Yes, I think he has an S3, but it may, no, he has a Note 2. Duh. He has a Note 2, and the screen on the HTC's shit tons better. Like, his whites aren't even white. We've tried changing the color contrast and things, and the HTC wins. Haven't been able to get next to an S4. Have had it next to an S2. It won. So, kind of how it is. But something that I do love, because it's Android and because it's HTC, is you can see where your usage and data usage is going. So not only can I have my widgets, so it's so easy to turn them on and off, so like data usage off, on, Wi-Fi on and off, screen contrast and things like that. But I can also have it so you can see what usage is. You can even, it even gives you a graph of how it has been throughout the day. I'm just going to get comfy here. Do you mind? Skin. Which is really, I love it. And so you can see where it's going. Like, I think most of mine went to YouTube. As expected, and that was today. Yesterday, it all went to a VLC player because I was watching the Lots of Bleach. Another thing I like is you can limit how much data you use in a day. So say I set my limit to 2 gigs a day or 2 gigs a month. It will stop me once I hit that, which is good for people like me because I tend to use data without thinking about using data. I have 9 gigabytes on my phone at the moment, and I nearly hit that every month. So that's kind of a reference of how much I use it. Not to mention the amount of data I have at home. One thing, the HTC is a bit harder for me to understand since having an iPhone for years. Just with coming across from iTunes and getting all the music across, not all my music, but some of it, I just haven't worked out the fineness of it yet. And same with some movies, I haven't worked that out yet. I'm working on it, nearly there. I do love that there's Dropbox on it though. Dropbox, I love Dropbox now. What, you get 25 gigs free or something, which is sweet. And I've started using Dropbox. It helps also that I have Wi-Fi at work, because Dropbox will chew it. What else? The camera. I love the camera. And Zoe and I may be BFFs, and I may stop making videos on my webcam one day. Probably not going to happen. There is a significant size difference between like the HTC one and the iPhone. So that's how they measure up. I keep putting the phones that way, so yeah. But in saying that, it feels substantial in your hand, and it is thinner. And one of the things is I always put things in my shirts, be it if there's pockets or in my bra, and it does fit. The boys have tried it out in their pockets at work, and it fits, which is really the main thing, and that's all that matters. You can get Steam on here. I noticed that a lot of the apps that I paid for with Apple are free with Google. Of course, there are a few more ads on some of them, and you can get rid of that if you want. But seriously, made my life easier. It's so much easier to get all the extra apps like emulators. You had to Reddit it if you wanted to get on an iPhone, whereas on HTC and Android, that shit's on the main page. It's made my little life so much happier. I'm just in love with it. The charger's cute. It's just using that's the charger, as like they called, but I mean the actual power hub is cute. What else? I'm trying to think of anything else. I saw the audio is better. The microphone's really good. I don't know, with the talking on the iPhone, I was never a fan, whereas talking on the HTC, I love it. It's so clear. One of the guys at work was borrowing my phone a couple of times today. Even he loved it and said how clear it was. Like, my dad drives trucks for a living, so he always has a lot of background noise, and it can be hard to hear him because he has Bluetooth. And whenever someone answers this call who has an iPhone, there's like a couple of second delay, whereas I haven't had that on the HTC, whereas like my mum still has it on her iPhone for him. And it's just so much clearer and so much easier to hear, and the loudspeaker's beautiful, so I haven't had any complaints. I have to say, reception, huge plus. Have 3G everywhere, if not 4G. Love that. Got sick of not having that with the iPhone. I'm trying to think of anything else that's better. Let's see. It took me a bit to get the hang of emails. It can take you a while to get the hang of things. You've got Steam, conversions. I have Tetris. I love Tetris. Tumblr is pretty similar on both. There's no real difference. I have to get used to having more than one button though. It's been a struggle for me. It's like, those two buttons and they do different things. What is this? What else? SoundCloud and all that are beautiful in it as well. Although I have problems with SoundCloud. That's SoundCloud itself. The flashlight app I do love that comes with it, because you can alter how bright it is, and I quite like that. I like a lot of things. I haven't even signed into Twitter on here yet. I mean, I am just appalled with myself. I know, I just love everything that's on it. It does have a car app that's designed so if you say have it on your car, it's just easy and big to press on anything. However, I haven't used that yet, so I don't tend to use my phone in my car. Like, I listen to music and that's it, and by pressing, say, the home button, it doesn't go away. Double clicking the home will bring up what's running in the background, and it's easy to get rid of them. Super easy, actually. A bit too easy, it's a bit alarming. And they're all gone. But yeah, I'm just in love with it. You can have a live background, but as everyone knows, it chews your battery, so it's not always the best idea, as anything like that you'd expect would. So far I haven't encountered any problems with apps not working. It's a lovely Blink feed, is nice, so you can have like all your social networking on there. It has made me check Facebook and Twitter more, and by made and check, it means I'm scrolling through. I love the YouTube widget, love that. It updates you on how the weather is, which I quite like. Where the iPhone, it did it, but it wasn't correct all the time, whereas on here it's always correct. Like, I walked outside earlier, no, I was about to walk outside, I'm like, oh, that looks a bit warm, oh, whatever, didn't think of it. Walked outside and went, oh, it is warm, I love it. What do I need? Oh, it works. Sorry, I got distracted again. Like, I can't help this. It's just distracting and pretty, and I just want to have it in my hand and use it. That's all I can say. It's like, you take it out of the box, or you take it out of the person's hand, and depending on how you get it, you know. Mine was out of the box, but out of someone's hand at the same time, because I'd got it in store and they turned it on for me, which was sweet of them. You can feel that you're paying for it, like just the finish and everything. Whereas with the iPhone, I don't know, I didn't really feel it with the iPhone. Like, it feels a bit bricky, like I can throw it and it doesn't matter. I've had like this I get frustrated with, and I would have no problem hitting against something. Because I don't want to hit against anything. I'm just sexy. Like, I don't know, like, even like the glass and stuff, I don't know, this just feels better made, like a lot more well made than what this ever did. So, you know, makes my life easy. And now that I have this, it kind of feels like a toy compared to this. realise it's kind of my thoughts on my precious baby. I mentioned the camera was awesome, everything's awesome. But, oh, I should show you the camera. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. Ooh, wow, what did I zoomed in. I'm sorry. But if we like, there we go. As you can see, it kind of picks up that nice contrast. I'm looking a bit bright right now. I know. But it's a nice wide angle. I'm actually getting more in this than I am in this. So that helps. It captures a lot of the light. You can change the settings if you want to. And you do get a lot of detail in it. Like, I've been playing around with this on macro and stuff, and I just like it. It's my new BFFL. Okay. So after that, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have been having a lovely time, and you love your phones as much as I love my phone. Like, if you had to say, hey Cassie, you can either have a HTC One or you can watch Pokemon, I'd still probably choose Pokemon. Be like, oh, fine, Pokemon, oh well, can I play Pokemon? I can play Pokemon? Oh, can I read Pokemon? I can. HTC. They'll be like, Cassie, YouTube or HTC? And I'll be like, this is a really tough decision. Let me think about it. Cassie, you can either watch Bleach or you can have a HTC One. HTC One, I can read the manga. I know, I just, as I'm saying these things, I'm like, I don't know if I can give it up. Cassie, you can either play Assassin's Creed or have a HTC One. Have a HTC One, and I really want to play Assassin's Creed 4, so. Cassie, you can either drive your car for a week or have a HTC One and not drive for a week. Can I stay home that week and like do nothing? Can I con someone else into letting me, like, picking me up? Can I be lazy? Anyway, I'm gonna go. I think you all realise how much I like my phone right now, so I should stop talking about it. Maybe. Okay. Have a lovely time. Bye. Fishy. Ah, I made a fart noise.